Welcome to Football Frenzy. Chelsea secured a 2-0 victory over Servette in the first leg of their UEFA Conference League playoff at Stamford Bridge. The goals came from Christopher Nkunku, who scored a penalty in the 50th minute, and Noni Madueke, who added a second goal later in the match. Despite the win, Chelsea's performance was somewhat unconvincing, with some fans expressing discontent during the first half. It was the Italian head coach's second game in charge, but already signs of discontent were heard from home supporters, who booed the team off at the end of a first half in which they failed to muster a serious attacking threat against the side currently fifth in the Swiss league table. It took Nkunku's 50th minute penalty, one thanks to the game's first genuinely incisive pass played by Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall, to finally break down Servette, who had coped defensively with relative ease until that point and might have taken the lead through winger Derek Kutesa. Madueke came off the bench to score Chelsea's second and hand them a healthy lead ahead of the return leg in Geneva next Thursday. Maresca made 9 changes to the team that lost to Manchester City on Sunday, with only Moises Caicedo, who captained the team for the first time, and Nkunku remaining. Chelsea, playing from the midfield is good, but when it comes to finishing, that's where the problem is. I think this is where Chelsea needs Victor Osimhen. Former West Ham United academy forward Diving Mubama has passed his medical ahead of a surprise move to Manchester City, according to a report from Fabrizio Romano last week. West Ham fans were shocked to say the least as Fabrizio Romano revealed that Diving Mubama would be joining Man City after his West Ham contract expired in June. It was then revealed a few days later that the Hammers had agreed a £1.2 million compensation package with the Citizens. West Ham were really keen on keeping Mubama at the club. However, the two parties were unable to come to an agreement. So, the newborn forward left and has now earned himself a move to the 7-time Premier League champions. Mubama is expected to spend this season with Manchester City's U21 side. He will provide competition for 18-year-old Jadon Heskey, son of former Liverpool, Aston Villa and England number 9 Emile Heskey. The young striker is fully making the step up from under-18s to under-21s this season, and Mubama, a more experienced player at that level, can help him with that as well as score goals himself. The England U20 international has scored 16 goals and provided 2 assists in 30 matches in his place to career to date. He was even more impressive in the U18 Premier League. He scored 30 goals and provided for assists in 47 matches in the competition. As Fabrizio Romano advanced on Friday, with a week to go in the window, however, no clubs are close to landing him at the moment. Guys, I can guarantee that as of today, there is still no substantial update on Victor Osimhen, he said to Codifside for his daily briefing. I know there are many Chelsea fans that keep asking, but as I keep telling you, Osimhen to Chelsea is only a topic for the final days of the window. Not today, not yesterday, not tomorrow, for the final days alone. Osimhen doesn't want to go on loan, as I told you, and doesn't want to reduce his salary, so let's see if they can find a way, or maybe if some other door could open for Osimhen. The only club to have an agreement on the contract this summer was Paris Saint-Germain in July. Then talks between PSG and Napoli were very complicated, and so PSG left the negotiations. There is nothing regarding Arsenal's reported interest from what I know, and it's also not about which team are the favorites to sign him. It's about who can agree with Napoli and with the player. Let's see what's going to happen in the final days, but at the moment, it's still quiet. It's believed that both Arsenal and Chelsea are still looking for a striker to complement their squads, and until the player or his representatives say otherwise, all options remain open to them. Given that Romelu Lukaku is on the verge of completing his switch to Napoli from Chelsea, there is a need for the Italians to move Osimhen on as soon as practicable. That may require some willingness from their point of view to lower the player's release clause, or else they run the risk of having a very unhappy striker in their side during the first half of the 2024-25 campaign. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.